Strength is often misunderstood. It's not about physical power, loudness, or the ability to control others. True strength is about resilience, perseverance, and the quiet courage to keep going when life tries to break you. Strong people don't need validation from the outside world because their inner foundation is solid. Strength is rooted in the ability to face adversity with grace, to keep moving forward even when the road is tough, and to rise again after every fall. The following are 7 signs that you are a very strong person, even if you've never fully recognized it yourself. Let's take a look at these traits and see how they reflect the depth of your character. The social one, objectivity. The intellect, the ability to reflect validly, seriously, and rationally. Taking responsibility for your actions is a hallmark of strength. It means not just accepting the consequences of your choices, but owning the decision-making process that led to those outcomes. It's easy to blame others when things go wrong or when life throws challenges our way, but the true measure of strength lies in the ability to look inward first. When you take responsibility, you don't shy away from examining your role in situations, whether they ended positively or negatively. Responsibility involves an awareness that your actions have power. Every choice you make creates a ripple effect that impacts the people around you and the world at large. Strong individuals realize this and own the results, both good and bad. It's about being honest with yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. It's recognizing that you have the ability to change your circumstances by making different choices moving forward. This doesn't mean being overly harsh on yourself or falling into self-blame. Rather, it's about being constructive and learning from every experience. Taking responsibility for your actions also means not falling into the trap of constantly justifying or rationalizing poor decisions. You don't make excuses because you understand that true growth comes from acknowledging mistakes and making amends when necessary. You hold yourself accountable, not just in the big moments, but in the small ones as well. Whether you're late for an appointment, forget to follow through on a commitment, or unintentionally hurt someone, you address it head on. It's a sign of strength when you can face difficult situations and say, I made that decision, I own it. It doesn't matter if everyone else around you is pointing fingers or shifting blame. You're grounded in the understanding that your actions are within your control. And with that control comes the freedom to improve, evolve, and become better every day. And it's becoming, taking responsibility is not about perfection, but about a commitment to doing better, learning more, and showing up as the best version of yourself in every aspect of life. Embracing challenges as opportunities is the mindset that separates those who falter under pressure from those who rise to greatness. It's easy to see a challenge as a roadblock, something that stands in your way and makes success seem unattainable. But for a strong person, a challenge is simply a chance to grow, to learn, and to prove to themselves that they can handle whatever life throws at them. They don't shrink away from difficulty, they step into it, head first, with a sense of purpose and determination. When a challenge arises, they don't panic or get discouraged. Instead, they see it as a call to action, a moment to develop new skills, refine their thinking, or stretch their mental and emotional capacity. Instead of feeling defeated, they feel a surge of energy because they know this is where true growth lies. Every obstacle, no matter how big or small, carries the potential for personal transformation. A strong person understands that without challenges, there is no progress. It's also important to note that embracing challenges isn't just about overcoming external forces. It's about facing the internal battles that come with those challenges. The doubts, the fears, the insecurities. When you embrace challenges as opportunities, you're also confronting your own limitations and pushing through them. It's not just about achieving an external result. It's about conquering the mental barriers that prevent you from reaching your full potential. Brave, when you embrace challenges and make them into deals that make life at the outside, the stronger you become mentally and emotionally, the more prepared you are to handle life challenges, no matter how difficult they may seem. And this is where the legendary story comes to fruition. You don't know this story, but the author directed this very film in 1922. Challenges are also a reflection of your commitment to continuous improvement. Strong individuals know that they can't stay stagnant. They must evolve, adapt, and transform to meet the demands of life. When you approach challenges with this mindset, you stop seeing them as setbacks and start recognizing them as essential elements of your journey. Every challenge faced and conquered becomes another layer of resilience built into your character. Moreover, embracing challenges as opportunities requires a certain level of optimism and faith. It means trusting in the process, knowing that even if you don't have all the answers right away, you have the strength to figure it out as you go. It's about having the courage to take risks, to step into the unknown, and to tackle the problem with the confidence that you will come out stronger on the other side. For those who view challenges as opportunities, they are never truly defeated. They know that every difficulty is a stepping stone toward becoming the person they were meant to be. Not needing validation from others is a powerful expression of inner strength and self-assurance. It means that you are not dependent on external opinions, approval, or praise to feel good about yourself or your accomplishments. While it's natural to want recognition or support from those around you, true strength lies in the ability to stand tall in your own beliefs, decisions, and actions without constantly seeking affirmation from others. You have a deep understanding that your worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by the integrity of your own character and the consistency of your actions. When you don't need validation from others, you become immune to the whims of societal expectations and judgments. You don't live your life trying to meet other people's standards or to win their approval. Instead, you focus on your own principles, values, and goals. This internal source of strength ensures that no matter what others say or think, your sense of self remains steady and unwavering. Moreover, not needing validation frees you from the anxiety and stress of trying to please everyone. It allows you to make decisions based on what aligns with your true self, not on what will gain you praise or acceptance. You don't second guess yourself because of external judgments or worry about being criticized for following your own path. You understand that people's opinions are often subjective, fleeting, and shaped by their own experiences and biases. You have the wisdom to recognize that their judgments do not define who you are or your ability to achieve your goals. You learn to trust your instincts, your vision, and your ability to navigate through life without needing anyone else's permission to succeed. Another important aspect of not needing validation from others is the ability to handle criticism with grace. When you are secure in who you are less likely to be shaken by negative feedback or harsh words. You listen to constructive criticism, learn from it, and use it to improve. But you don't take it personally or let it dictate your sense of self-worth. This inner security allows you to stay focused on your journey without getting distracted by the opinions of those who may not fully understand your vision or your purpose. Not needing validation also means that you are not afraid to stand out or go against the grain. You can embrace your uniqueness without fear of being judged or rejected. You recognize that the most successful and impactful individuals often face criticism and resistance because they dare to be different, to think outside the box, and to challenge the status quo. And yet, despite the judgment they may face, they continue to move forward, driven by their internal conviction and belief in their purpose. Ultimately, not needing validation from others is a declaration of independence. It is a commitment to living authentically, to being true to who you are, regardless of what others think or say. It allows you to create your own standards for success and happiness, and to walk through life with confidence, knowing that you are enough, just as you are. Remaining calm in the face of adversity is one of the clearest signs of a strong individual. It's easy to stay composed when everything is going smoothly, when the sun is shining and life feels predictable. But true strength emerges when life presents its most challenging moments, when obstacles seem insurmountable and the weight of the world feels as though it is bearing down on you. In these moments, the strong individual does not panic or give in to fear. Instead, they find their center, breathe deeply, and navigate through the storm with a sense of calm that is not only admirable, but truly transformative. The ability to remain calm in the face of adversity comes from a deep inner peace and an unwavering belief that no matter how difficult a situation may seem, it is not permanent. Strong individuals understand that hardships, though painful and challenging, are temporary. They recognize that emotional reactions such as anger, frustration, or fear are natural, but they do not allow these feelings to dominate their actions or cloud their judgment. Instead of being swept away by the intensity of the moment, they choose to step back, assess the situation objectively, and make decisions from a place of clarity rather than emotional upheaval. Staying calm also means maintaining control over your mind and emotions, even when external circumstances are out of your control. Life is unpredictable. Things happen that you cannot anticipate or plan for. But strong people understand that while they cannot control everything around them, they can always control their response. This level of emotional intelligence allows them to keep their focus on what they can influence and let go of what they cannot. And if they are not swayed by the chaos or the negativity that surrounds them, because they have developed a mental fortitude to stay anchored in the midst of any storm. Moreover, remaining calm in the face of adversity doesn't mean being passive or complacent. It doesn't mean resigning yourself to a difficult situation or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Rather, it means approaching the challenge with a mindset of problem solving. Strong individuals assess the adversity with a level head, break it down into manageable pieces, and then take deliberate, thoughtful actions to overcome it. They do not rush into decisions out of panic, nor do they allow themselves to become overwhelmed by the enormity of the task. Instead, they proceed step by step with the confidence that they will find a way through, no matter how difficult the journey may be. This calmness in adversity also inspires those around them. People often look to strong individuals during times of crisis, seeking comfort, stability, and direction. When you maintain your composure in tough times, you become a beacon of strength and leadership. Your calm presence not only helps you navigate through the challenge more effectively, but it also has a ripple effect on those around you, offering them the courage to face their own difficulties with a sense of resilience and calm. It is through your example that others learn to manage their emotions, to take control of their thoughts, and to rise above the chaos that life sometimes throws their way. Remaining calm in the face of adversity requires practice, self-awareness, and a commitment to emotional discipline. It means constantly working on your ability to detach yourself from the emotional weight of a situation, to view challenges with a clear and open mind, and to trust in your ability to weather the storm. The calm person knows that adversity is an inevitable part of life, but they also know that their response to it is what truly matters. It is not the adversity itself that defines them, but how they rise to meet it with grace, strength, and unshakable poise. Now, self-discipline is one of the defining characteristics of a strong individual. It is the quiet force that shapes their life, providing the structure and focus necessary to achieve their goals and aspirations. Self-discipline is not about rigidly controlling every aspect of life or creating an oppressive environment of rules. Instead, it's about cultivating the inner strength to stay committed to your values, goals, and responsibilities, regardless of the temptations or challenges that may come your way. A person who practices self-discipline understands the power of their choices, and they deliberately choose to act in ways that align with their long-term objectives, not just their immediate desires or emotions. At the core of self-discipline is the ability to delay gratification. It's easy to give in to instant pleasures, whether that means indulging in unhealthy habits, procrastinating on important tasks, or succumbing to distractions. These are often the easy choices in the moment, but they rarely lead to the long-term success and fulfillment that self-discipline brings. Strong individuals understand that true growth and achievement come from the ability to hold back from immediate desires in order to work towards something more substantial and meaningful. This ability to delay gratification is not about deprivation. Rather, it's about recognizing that the temporary discomfort of self-control leads to lasting rewards that far outweigh the fleeting satisfaction of momentary indulgence. Self-discipline also requires consistency. It's not enough to simply practice self-control once or twice. It's about developing habits that become ingrained in daily life. This might mean waking up early every day to work toward a goal, staying focused on a task, even when distractions arise, or maintaining a level of physical fitness by committing to regular exercise. Consistency is the foundation of progress. When you make disciplined choices consistently over time, the results compound, creating momentum that makes it easier to continue. It is the small daily acts of self-discipline that, when added up, create a life of significant achievement and personal growth. Another key aspect of self-discipline is the ability to prioritize. Life is full of choices, and often the strongest people are those who know how to identify what is truly important and focus their energy on those things. Self-discipline means saying no to things that do not align with your values or long-term objectives, even if they are tempting or come with immediate rewards. Strong individuals know that their time and energy are limited resources, and they are selective about where they invest them. They are willing to make sacrifices in the short term to ensure they are making progress toward their greater purpose, whether that means turning down social invitations, skipping unnecessary distractions, or choosing work over play. Self-discipline also means accepting responsibility for your actions and outcomes. It's easy to blame external circumstances or other people when things don't go as planned, but a strong person recognizes that they are the ultimate creator of their reality. They take ownership of their decisions, both good and bad, and use those experiences to grow and improve. There's no room for excuses in the life of someone who practices self-discipline, because they know that true growth comes from taking full responsibility for their choices and learning from them. They view setbacks not as failures, but as lessons that help them adjust and move forward with even greater focus. In addition, practicing self-discipline requires emotional regulation. It's easy to act impulsively based on emotions, whether that's responding in anger, giving in to feelings of anxiety, or letting fear dictate actions. But the strong individual has learned to recognize their emotions, understand where they come from, and not let them control their behavior. Self-discipline means acting based on logic, reason, and purpose, not on the whims of fleeting feelings. It involves training the mind to remain calm, composed, and focused, no matter what emotions may arise. This emotional regulation is vital to maintaining progress, especially in moments when external pressures or challenges might otherwise lead to impulsive or irrational decisions. Finally, self-discipline is about cultivating a mindset of long-term thinking. It is too easy to be swayed by short-term desires and to focus only on the present moment. However, strong individuals understand that the seeds they plant today will bear fruit tomorrow. They are committed to their long-term success and are willing to put in the hard work now to reap the benefits in the future. Whether it's investing in their education, building a career, or working toward physical health, self-discipline means focusing on the big picture and working consistently to make that vision a reality. To practice self-discipline is to be committed to yourself and your growth. It's a lifelong journey that requires patience, resilience, and the ability to consistently make the right choices. Those who embrace self-discipline are not swayed by fleeting emotions or immediate rewards, but instead remain focused on the bigger picture, knowing that the path to success is built on small, consistent actions taken every single day. The more you practice self-discipline, the more natural it becomes, and the greater the rewards you will reap in every aspect of your life. Letting go of the past is one of the most empowering actions a person can take in their journey toward becoming a stronger individual. Holding on to past mistakes, regrets, or traumas can weigh you down, preventing you from fully embracing the present and stepping into your future. Strong people understand that the past is a series of moments that no longer exist. And while it has shaped them in many ways, it no longer has the power to define their actions or control their future. And letting go doesn't mean forgetting or dismissing what has happened, but it means releasing the hold it has on your emotional and mental well-being. The process of letting go begins with acceptance. It requires acknowledging the pain, hurt, or disappointment that the past may have caused, and accepting that it is a part of your life story. Acceptance does not mean approval or condoning the events that took place. Rather, it's about recognizing that what has happened cannot be changed, and dwelling on it or replaying it over and over again serves no constructive purpose. The strong individual accepts that mistakes were made, that bad things happened, and that they are no longer the person they were in those moments. They make the conscious decision to stop reliving those experiences and to focus on the present moment, where they have the power to shape their reality. Letting go also involves forgiving both others and yourself. Forgiveness is one of the most difficult yet most powerful actions you can take in the process of emotional healing. When you forgive someone who has hurt you, you free yourself from the grip of anger, resentment, and bitterness that only serve to keep you emotionally tied to that person and the events they caused. Similarly, forgiving yourself is equally essential. People often carry guilt or shame for the things they've done or the choices they've made, believing that they are forever defined by those moments. But a strong person knows that their past mistakes do not define who they are today or who they can become in the future. By letting go of guilt and choosing self-forgiveness, they reclaim their power and release themselves from the weight of their past. Another aspect of letting go is learning to detach from the stories we tell ourselves. People often hold on to negative narratives about their past, seeing themselves as victims or as people who are incapable of moving forward. These narratives can become so ingrained in our thinking that they feel like our truth, and they can limit our potential. Strong individuals are able to recognize when they are operating from an outdated or self-limiting story and consciously choose to rewrite it. They stop defining themselves by the mistakes they've made or the challenges they've faced, and begin to see themselves as capable, resilient, and ever-evolving beings. Letting go of the past means creating a new narrative that empowers them to move forward with confidence and purpose. Detaching from the past also means releasing attachment to people, places, or things that no longer serve you. It's common for people to hold on to relationships, habits, or environments that were part of their past but are no longer conducive to their growth. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a dead-end job, or an unhealthy environment, strong individuals have the strength to walk away from what no longer contributes positively to their lives. They recognize that their growth is dependent on their ability to create space for new, healthier experiences, and they're willing to let go of the familiar, even when it's uncomfortable or difficult. They understand that the past, no matter how familiar or comfortable it may feel, is not meant to be clung to indefinitely. True growth requires letting go of what is no longer aligned with who you are becoming. Letting go of the past is also a practice of surrendering control. Often, people hold on to past experiences because they are trying to control the outcomes, whether it's attempting to rewrite history, wishing they could change their choices, or longing for a different reality. The strong individual understands that they do not have control over the past, and trying to manipulate it only drains their energy. Instead, they focus on what they can control, what happens in the present, and how they choose to respond. They surrender the need to control the uncontrollable and find peace in accepting that life is constantly changing, and that they are free to move forward regardless of what happened before. Letting go also requires trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust that the future holds new opportunities for growth, healing, and happiness. It can be frightening to release the grip on the past because it's familiar, and stepping into the unknown can feel risky. But strong individuals trust that by letting go, they are making room for better things to enter their lives. They trust that their growth is not tied to past experiences, but rather to their ability to adapt, learn, and evolve. They trust that life will bring the people, opportunities, and experiences that they need to continue to move forward. Ultimately, letting go of the past is an act of freedom. It's a way to reclaim your power and take full ownership of your life. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you make room for new possibilities, new growth, and a new version of yourself. It is the key to unlocking the full potential that lies within you, and it is a critical step in your journey toward becoming the person you are meant to be. Letting go is not about forgetting or dismissing your past. It's about choosing to no longer be controlled by it. It's about stepping into your future with a renewed sense of purpose, strength, and clarity. Protecting your energy is one of the most crucial aspects of living a fulfilled and balanced life. In a world where distractions, negativity, and the demands of others can drain us, Learning how to protect your energy becomes a vital skill in ensuring that you maintain your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. The practice of self-care. Strong people understand that their energy is their most valuable asset, and they take deliberate steps to safeguard it from external forces that may seek to deplete or manipulate it. Willpower is a muscle and only grows as your willpower increases. At the core of protecting your energy is the recognition that not every person or situation deserves your attention, time, or emotional investment. It's important to understand that not everyone you encounter has your best interests at heart. Some people may drain you through constant negativity, manipulation, or emotional demands. Others may simply not be aligned with your values or personal goals. Strong individuals have the wisdom to discern when it's time to step away or limit their involvement in certain relationships or situations in order to protect their energy. They don't give in to social pressure or the need to please others at the expense of their own well-being. One of the most effective ways to protect your energy is by setting clear boundaries. Boundaries act as a shield, allowing you to define the limits of what is acceptable behavior and what is not. When you establish boundaries, you communicate to others that you value yourself and your time, and you will not tolerate behaviors that threaten your peace or well-being. Setting boundaries may mean saying no when you are asked to take on something that would stretch you too thin or put you in a compromising position. It may involve distancing yourself from people who consistently drain your energy or bring negativity into your life. Strong people are not afraid to set boundaries, and they understand that doing so is a necessary act of self-care. Equally important is learning to recognize the signs that your energy is being depleted. Sometimes we may not realize how much we're giving until we feel completely drained, both mentally and physically. It's important to tune into your body and emotions and take note of when you feel fatigued, overwhelmed, or emotionally exhausted. These are signals that you may need to pull back and recharge. Self-awareness plays a huge role in protecting your energy, as it allows you to identify what is draining you and to take proactive steps to address it before it leads to burnout. Another key aspect of protecting your energy is being mindful of your environment. The spaces we occupy, whether physical, social, or digital, have a direct impact on our energy. A cluttered or chaotic environment can contribute to stress and mental fatigue, while a clean and organized space can promote calmness and clarity. Similarly, the people you spend time with can either elevate or deplete your energy. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, support your goals, and share positive energy is essential for maintaining your own energy levels. On the other hand, being around individuals who are constantly negative, critical, or emotionally needy can quickly drain you. Strong individuals are selective about the company they keep, knowing that the energy of those around them will influence their own. In addition to protecting your energy from external sources, it's also crucial to be mindful of the internal energy you create within yourself. Negative thought patterns, self-doubt, and excessive worrying can all serve to deplete your energy and prevent you from living a life of peace and fulfillment. Strong people actively work to cultivate positive internal energy by practicing self-compassion, staying focused on their goals, and shifting their mindset away from negativity. They recognize that their thoughts have power, and by consciously choosing to direct their energy toward positivity, gratitude, and self-belief, they create an environment within themselves that is supportive and nurturing. Another powerful way to protect your energy is by taking regular time for self-care and restoration. This means making time for activities that nourish and replenish your body, mind, and spirit. Whether it's engaging in a physical activity like yoga or exercise, enjoying a quiet moment of reflection or meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing a creative passion. These acts of self-care help to recharge your energy and restore your sense of balance.